Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Musings and Music Show, the Musings part of it. My name is EGBE MBIWAN MONJIMBO, and I'm coming to you on Vosaworld radio for those of you who are listening, and then for those of you who are viewing, it means you're watching Vosaworld TV on YouTube. Welcome to the show, and thanks for being faithful listeners. I am all smiles today because I have a guest with me. A special one for that matter, an upcoming artist, singer, musician. I don't know what to call her more than that. There's a lot of epithets, but I'm going to ask her to just go ahead and introduce herself to you all, listeners and viewers. So who are you? How do you describe yourself in a nutshell?
Yes, my name is Yolanda, aka Mama Makossa. You might hear me fondly called. I am a singer-songwriter, and I sing Makossa music. I sing all types of music, but I'm called Mama Makossa because I started out with Makossa music. That's what I grew up with. And my music is all about inspiration. It's about inspiring you, singing about social ills, things that are happening in our community, things that I see, and then lessons. So that's my main goal, is to inspire people and to either be better, to grow, to live if you're in an abusive home. So I talk about a lot of things in my music. That's why.
Wow, that's kind of different because you're young. Because most people who are young want to do the in thing. Afrobeat is what's going on out there. What everybody else is doing. And so you kind of stand out to have chosen Makossa, which is to my greatest delight, because I'm a Makossa fan my own self. So it's glad to see somebody that much younger interested in that genre. But as she said, she does other kinds of music as well. So tell us about your career so far. How long have you been on the music scene, actually, professionally?
Yes, great question. Because I've been singing since I was born. My whole family is made up of singers. Professionally, I dove into, like, this December is going to make me 3 years since I decided that, hey, let me go back to Cameroon and officially launch my career in a real way and put out music with like videos with professional, like a professional, put my music on iTunes, go out there and really do it. So I started December 2021. My first single was One Day, the Makossa track, that everyone loved. I think that's where everyone discovered, like, okay, there's this girl. And then that's after that I got the Monica Mama Makossa, because I did another song, Namio, and Namio was very much Makossa as well. And then, of course, In My Heart with Tizip and Chap. But yeah, I started that about 3 years ago, and yeah, it's been a fun ride.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. And then I'd say you've mentioned a number of songs, all of them, you mentioned all of my favorites. I know the other songs, you've mentioned all of my favorites right there. But I'm going to say the Namio one, and then this most recent one, MON MARI.
Yeah.
Those two are pretty controversial.
Yeah.
The Namio one was the one where you were talking about the fact that taking the blame, because most of the time when things don't go well in a relationship, they say, okay, it's the man's fault. He's the cheating person, that kind of a thing. And then this lady person saying, it's my fault, Nami. And so how did that I'm not sure that sat too well with the female group of people. How did that go?
To be honest with you, the women did not complain. Like during Namio, as opposed to the fact that I have a lot of men that leave comments now for MON MARI about how, did you ask the woman what she did? Sometimes when you go and meet the woman, they will support you. There's a lot of men that are more outspoken on the fact that you're talking about abuse as though men don't get abused. They have, since MON MARI came out, they have been doing that. When Namio came out, women did not actually come to my comments and said, how can you be saying, like, there was no
backlash.
Yeah, the men didn't talk when Namio came out. I mean, I heard some of them were like, yeah, good, women should take, but they didn't talk as much as they are talking. Not all of them, of course, but the amount of comments that I'm getting in relation to MON MARI, which is like the opposite. Because Namio was about abuse for a man, because abuse for a man, usually what's killing them is not the physical, because they are stronger. I mean, I'm not saying that men get physically abused, but it's just what matters to a man is usually respect. And usually when there's this psychological, it's like they should better be dead. So that was what that was. And then MON MARI now is about physical abuse, and specifically to women. Because
Right.
most of the time we are the weaker sex. It's just the reality, and we're the ones who usually could get hit the wrong way, and it's over.
Right.
But Namio was well received by women. I cannot tell you that I remember one woman who came and told me that how can you are supposed to. I don't know.
Now that you flipped the script and the
Yes.
shoe was now on the other foot, then the uproar
Yes.
came. But you have actually, because I was talking about Namio, and then you are now talking about the most recent song, the MON MARI one.
Yes.
And I do not know, in case there's somebody who is watching this or listening to this who has no clue what that song is, maybe it's all about, maybe I should actually see if I can find it, cue it, and play it. Let us just listen to it or to most of it, and then see where the fury from the men folk is coming from. Give me a minute and let me see if I can share my screen right here. Get here. And I'm going to make sure that I hit the share sound and optimize for video so we can get the full thing. Am I sharing that screen?
Yes.
All right, let me go ahead and see. It says based on true events right there. We'll come back to that. Let me just go ahead and play first. Okay.
He won't break my heart. He won't break my soul. Swear he loves me so. That's why I can't be. Même si m'a tapé, oh, moi je vais rester, oh. Je ne peux pas effacer ce qu'on a traversé. Hey, me, I want to stay. Me, I want my home. Me, I want love. Mama, no fit tell you, say, I go let them. Papa, no fit tell you, say, I go let them. Whoa, hey, c'est mon mari. Whoa, hey, c'est mon chéri. C'est le père de mes enfants, le père de mes enfants. Il prend soin de moi, il connaît donner l'argent. Ma maman tell me some I live, I no get place for go, who go provide for me. Moi j'ai resté. Même si m'a tapé, oh, moi je vais rester, oh. C'est son pied, mon pied, oh. Me, I want to stay. Me, I want my home. Me, I want love. Mama, no fit tell you, say, I don't ever.
All right, I want to go ahead and because of time constraints, go ahead because we've heard the gist of it. You know something? If you listen to this song, it doesn't quite say what your position is on the issue. It just plays it out exactly as is. Anybody who was watching, who was listening, even if your knowledge of French is minimal, you get the whole idea because there's pidgin in there, there's English in there, and there's all with the French. It's of course talking about somebody who says she's going to stay in her abusive marriage because the person takes care of her. He gives money for the upkeep, and about the mother being the one who says the mommy tell me say. That is the whole idea there. First thing, let's begin first things first. What prompted you to pick this topic, which is a sensitive one? Was it like you're trying to do the flip side since you have done the Namio and the woman taking the blame when the fair share of the blame when a relationship goes wrong? And then now it was time to flip the script and say, let us look at what men don't do right too. Was that the whole reason, or what prompted you to touch this topic?
I'm always touching topics, first of all, and usually they have a little relation to me. Either that's happened to me in one way or another, or I've seen it. And then, of course, as I'm in the studio recording, I have to give big props to Teddy Beats, the producer on this song, because we collaborated on making this happen. We really collaborated on this one. But all of my music, I believe that God put me on earth to pass on messages through music. He didn't put me on earth to just sing. Of course, I wanted to touch you. I want you to feel, but I want you to feel, and then I want there to be a lesson behind. So it's just what I've seen, especially when it comes to like Cameroon, domestic abuse
Really
It's not
rambling.
taken seriously. Like if you come to the US and you touch a woman, slap a woman, your life is over. Like if they take you to jail, your bond is so expensive. That thing is on your record. No one wants to hire you. You end up like a garbage man. No, nothing against garbage men. They make a lot of money. I'm just saying, like your dreams of becoming whatever CEO, like those are dead. Like because you touched a woman. In Cameroon or Africa, mostly it's like, yeah, I'm so affected. What did you do? You have to sit quiet there. You talk too much. That's how it plays in Cameroon. Or at least even if somebody comes and takes you out, it's not that serious. And then on top of it, the reason why the song is going towards the point of view of the woman that's getting abused is that I didn't just want to say, yeah, you should leave. Canto Maria tape tuba pat. Oh, you have to leave. It's not good. People don't listen to that. And that's why a lot of people get confused, especially francophones. They just listen, they don't listen all the way to the end. They listen a little, they're like, how can she be saying this? Like, why do people like this song? So people say that until they get to a point, there's a breakdown there where I say, this is to all the women in abusive homes. For the sake of your life, please leave. So I am giving them all the excuses that they would give. I'm putting it in your view. Like you should see, when you hear somebody else saying things, sometimes you're like, that sounds stupid. Because even when you said it yourself. So that's why from that view, it's empathy. It's like, okay, I understand the reasons why you feel like you have to stay. Your excuses, they seem valid to you, but there's no excuse that's good enough. That's why it comes like that.
Correct. And what I noticed in that particular video, which is fantastic job done by the lady who did the acting and everything, the fantastic job. If you look at it, and there's a smaller one, which I don't maybe have the time to show now, a more version of the thing that shows what that can do to the lady. Because, okay, you're beating her, you're pounding on her, she's getting it up to here, and one day, what may happen is she may snap, which is what I seem to see happen in that video. So you are doing it to her, and she's taking caisse, as they say in French. She's taking it in. One day she may snap, and what ends up happening in that video, if you watch all the way down, she ends up losing it and ends up killing that man.
Yes.
So that was a good part to show, because sometimes it just looks like, okay, the lady was abused, and then in the end she just took her children and ran away. End of story.
Yes.
Then that man doing that, she also recognized that maybe that lady can get to the point where she herself turns around, and yes, she's going to end up in jail, but you are going to end up dead.
Yes.
So people don't take the thing that as lightly as it seems, as they may want to take it. I'm quite amazed. So you say, tell me a little bit more about the response you've gotten from the men. What are the kinds of things they say, for example?
I guess some wild comments. Obviously, again, this is not even up to 99% of men. We have that fringe 0.1%, but at least actually, am I being fair? Yeah, at least 1%. At least one, because even when the audio came out before the video, many men would leave, some men who leave some weird comments. Like it's some of them don't even warrant a response. But they'll leave some weird comments like, it's not only women who get abused. First of all, who said only women get abused?
Exactly.
Yeah, they that's the number one thing. I'm focusing on this because in our society in Africa, it's not taken seriously, especially. And then the woman is the weaker sex. But I have gotten comments that say, oh, keep singing now. The woman will support you. Keep singing like that. You guys just sing. Like, what did you, like just the other day, maybe 2 days ago, or was it even yesterday, that I got the comment of, women, you don't know what a woman would do to cause that. Like, I don't know why it would touch somebody to the level that they have to say that. So I look at that and I'm like, I don't get it.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's hard to find a person who is into that. That's the reason why I personally plan. I know it was last month, October, that was Domestic Violence Awareness Month. But of course, you know that you cannot compress that into a month. It's a day-to-day, everyday thing, which is why we're talking about it today. It's funny how people, as just to piggyback on what you're saying, somebody comes and says, you don't know what she did to warrant that. There is no excuse for what you do. But first of all, the two wrongs will not make a right. That's already number one. Number two, you don't have the right to go and hit. So you go to work. Your boss says something that you don't like. Your colleague in the office says something that you don't like. How many times do you punch them?
Yes.
As trying to show that you don't agree with the thing, you know? That is the whole, and it's, you still do find people who really, really they're not kidding. They really believe that that's what they're supposed to do. She talked back, so I had to discipline her like the person is a kid. It's not you have a spouse, you have a partner. It's not your job about disciplining them because they've done something that you don't agree with or that you dislike. So it's something which I applaud you for doing, for taking on a case which you know you get that backlash which you're getting.
Yes.
But you're still doing what it is that needs to be done to put it out there. And I did look, if you Google this whole thing, I did see it looks like you had a seminar as well, not just you had this little seminar in Limbe there. How did that go?
Yeah, so we didn't just want to sing. We're not stopping with Limbe, by the way, but we started with Limbe. We did a no excuse for abuse seminar to actually bring women of the community together, sit down, talk to them, bring people that have had real experiences, women that have to talk to them, bring speakers, women that are either, you know, women with businesses. So we spoke to them about reasons why this might happen, how it starts, how you can protect yourself from this, which is usually when you're not independent enough, when you don't have something of your own, it's very easy for that to happen to you.
Right.
Not that it doesn't happen to people who even have things of their own. It's just when the man feels like you have nowhere else to go. It's usually that's usually how it starts. And then usually starts by them even controlling your finances. Because first they have to take a hold of your ability to work out. And then so we spoke to them, I myself started there listening to this girl share her story of how, you know, she lost the baby because of that. She developed preeclampsia, like he beat her so bad that today she cannot even conceive anymore.
Oh no.
Anyways, I posted a really short clip. There's a fuller clip, but it was just I heard that and my body was moving. Like it's really crazy. And then we had some amazing people also just speak. The women's empowerment sent someone. Prof also sent someone, which was really good. We got that support, and yeah, it was an amazing session. We got a lot of questions from the women. We had some men there who I didn't, again, maybe I should post that full video again, because he mentioned something that has to do with men too. This issue, we don't really address men. Usually when they say that, I'm just like, okay, I don't really know what to say. So, but yeah, we had like 4 men there, and one of them spoke up about men's side, which was, yes, it's
legitimate. It is legitimate. There is that side of things, but
yes.
but it's kind of like the Black Lives Matter thing. Well, all lives matter. Of course, all lives matter.
Yes.
But just the reason for talking about Black Lives Matter is because they have not mattered as much like they should. So you are picking up the one, you're doing kind of like the majority thing, the prevalent thing. Not that we're saying it means that there's no domestic abuse against men. There's some real Achakasara women there who beat their husbands out there. We know that, so we're not pleased. People tend to react that way. It's a reaction.
And I have spoken about it. It's not like I've never spoken about it. It was about that. Now we didn't talk about really the physical, but it was about men. It was about the fact that, you know, the woman is pretty much abusive. So I don't get how. It's just really like, why can you not talk about one issue without being? But yeah, that was like a little bit of that event. I just want to say that was awesome, and I look forward to going to Boya, Yaoundé, and more partnerships with people. We had people who also have skills that came there that we wanted to be able to say, okay, we're offering, you know, if we're offering a free, I'm offering to teach 10 women here how to do nails so that they have something they can do for themselves, or like hair or something. So that's what that's about. And then hopefully if there's someone in the crowd, they might not speak up, but we'll have this little pamphlets that will have numbers, you know, at least for me, that you can directly contact, or like. So that was the whole point, and it was a really good event. I was really proud that we got to do it. Yeah.
And even those who are not there will tell those who weren't there. And then when you put it on social media, like you have, somebody who needs to hear it, I like that. That you're not just singing about the problem, So what should we do then? And then you're providing solutions to make things better, and let the people know that they're not alone in the thing, because sometimes it's the stigma of it that makes people sit down there and suffer in silence. You see, you had this beautiful wedding, how many million fountains were going up and down the place, how many cows were killed, and then now this is happening, you're like, I don't think I want to go and even admit that I'm going through this kind of a thing, because people will say, now, so you just enter. There's all kinds of reasons. So when you call people like you did, who come and are speaking from personal experience, it's something that gives hope to those who are in that kind of a thing, when you outright say, leave to save your own life. So do you yet know, I know this song is still out there getting, congratulations on all the number of views it's getting on YouTube. Do you already have an idea where you're going next? After the My Heart, Namio, Mon Mari, do you have an idea where you'd like to go next, or you're waiting for inspiration and then bam, it'll just come on out and you surprise us, or what's the deal?
Well, just 2 weeks before Mon Mari video dropped, I dropped my first ever project, the EP Making Mama Makossa, which has 8 tracks. 7 of those are brand new. You've never heard them. So I have a long way to go. Still gonna continue promoting that EP. And there's a song there with Loco. It's a beautiful Makossa track. Of course, people don't really listen to albums anymore. They listen to singles when they have videos. So we're gonna push that. We're gonna bring that out there. I'm gonna do more to promote the EP, and all of the songs on that EP are just amazing. They have lessons. The second song on that EP is also one of my favorites, After My Heart. It talks about pedophilia, incest, and rape, and so that's another really important song. Yes. So the whole of that EP, like I have a lot of content out already. We just have to push, and we're gonna have more singles coming from there. Yeah.
And all of these are available on the Spotify.
It's available online, like anywhere, any social media. If you use Amazon or any streaming platform that you use, you just have to search Yolanda or Making Mama Makossa. You can access my EP. You can even buy my book. I have a book right now, Amazon, Making Mama Makossa, the book. And I went to schools. I was talking to kids about it. I was able to at least give 30 copies. It's really small, 8 chapters. It's about my life experiences, what I learned, and what, especially for younger girls, what they can learn. Things that you like: education, money, family, relationships, love, sexual relationships, hygiene. So it has 8 chapters, and I think it's really good for young girls to read that book. It came with my EP.
That's awesome. So it's available on all of these platforms. So both the
it's available. The book you can order it on Amazon Prime if you're in the US or outside. You can order it on Amazon Prime. And then
tell us what the title is again.
Making Mama Makossa. So pretty much the making, how I became this persona. Yeah, why I sing all these kinds of educational music, if you might call it that.
Where you're coming from with it. And please, Yolanda is not, because most people think it's Yolanda, Yolanda. It's ULANDA.
Like Uganda, but without the G.
Without the E, yes. So that you know where you're going to, what you're looking for. Don't say I went to Amazon, I couldn't find it. So that's what you're looking for on YouTube. Anywhere where you go look, you're going to find the name. There's just a lot of content there. All the songs are done. Beautiful voice, the whole 9 yards. And I like the idea that it's not just, okay, shake your behind, shake. It comes with it comes with lessons in it. It's music with a purpose, music with a cause behind it. That's the important part. So if you're looking at your career, let's step a little bit aside from the specific gender-based violence thing we've been talking about. Are you kind of like satisfied with where you are? Where would you like to see yourself in the future, kind of a thing? If you have to sum it all up, where do you think you are now? Did you see yourself at this point in time, or did you think, is this I'm so surprised what I've gotten to, or is this like, I wish I thought I'd be further ahead than I am now? Where are you?
I won't lie. I want to speak from a place of contentment. I could be more content and grateful, but once you get somewhere, you're just looking at the next level. You usually don't stop to think. But no, I'm not surprised by where I am. I do work extremely hard. The last 2 months that I've been in Cameroon, I worked, excuse my language, but I worked my behind off. I was in one place or the other. I was actually going through like extreme fatigue. I was in one place or the other. I launched my EP. I launched my book. I put my book on all sites. Like it's on Amazon Prime. You can get to you in a day. Like that's insane. I went through all that. I promoted. I went on all radios, TVs. I went from Yaoundé to Douala, Yaoundé to Limbe to Boya. I did my launch of my EP in almost all the cities except for Bamenda. I've not been to Bamenda, but I went to Boya for a live showcase. Limbe, Douala, Yaoundé. And then I also shot this video while I was there. I shot this video like a month before, then we released it. And I had to follow up with the lady in the video, which is Coco Emilia Biscuit Deme. She's an influencer. I chose her because her story is a little close to this, and she did an amazing job. She's cool. She's a great person. But we had to. It took a while because it took a while. She had her own things going on, so I had to follow up with that. I had to complete the video with local. Like, I am not surprised. I would say this is not an overnight thing, as you know yourself. I have worked extremely hard, and I'll just keep working harder. And to be honest, like you said, this question is good. It's reminding me now to just calm down, smell the roses, and be great. I'm still very grateful. I mean, it's been what, 3 weeks at the dot, and my video has, you know, over 500,000 views. That's amazing. But it's a lot of hard work. So yeah, I'm grateful, and I will just keep working and see where God takes me. That's it.
That's it. That's the way to look at it. As you go, yes, you set yourself higher goals, but then you are grateful as you go along. Because who haven't made it, you said your career 3 years, pretty much 3 years. Some of it being part of it being pandemic time, but
yes,
you still been able to make you have come a long way. You have come a long way.
Thank you.
When you're trying to say, okay, this is me now, you're a household name. There's fewer and fewer people who can. You say Yolanda, and they're like, who's that? That's pretty rare. Now, so you've done. I'd say congratulations. You've done pretty well. And so, what have the challenges been? Because, okay, these are the successes. What have the challenges been? If you could, what would you like to see happen better, either from your own point of view or from us, the audience, the public? What would you like to see us do? What would you like to see happen differently?
What can I really say? It's not really the public per se that is doing this. I mean, Cameroon, the whole 80-20 movement, I support that. I believe that we should play more Cameroonian music. I believe that MON MARI, for example, could be bigger if we were another country. That's just the honest truth. That's not to say that Cameroonians don't support me. They do. Most people support do the best that they can. But if this song dropped by like an Ivorian or like even a Nigerian dropped this with this message, the way Nigerians fall on it and push it, like even the Nigerians in this diaspora, you will hear the song everywhere, whether you like it or not.
Right.
Like, I don't know how they do, but they really value their own like that. And this song is 100% Cameroonian. It's Bikusi, a little Bikusi, a little.
I was going to ask that. The guitar thing there, I picked up on that. I'm like, oh, that's my kind of thing.
Yeah, but we don't really. I don't know what the solutions are per se, but it's like even if I go to a Cameroonian party, now I get MON MARI. It's not exactly the dance party, but you can play it.
Because it's serious.
Yes, I wish we valued our own art more. Like the truth was, Ivorians are the highest viewers of this song on my YouTube and everywhere. Wow. I don't know how we blew in Ivory Coast, but it did. Again, we used an influencer who I guess is maybe bigger there. Right. And then also it was chatting in their YouTube music chat. It was number 45. So I posted a TikTok saying, "Oh, thank you, Abidjan." And Cameroonians have this beef with Ivory Coast. I don't know.
There's an ongoing struggle.
Yes. So they were not happy about that. They were kind of dragging me on it. And I don't care. It's like, yeah, they are streaming why should I? I was saying thank you for the chat position. I wasn't saying thank you like they made the song. Yes, of course, there are many Cameroonians that have supported and they are supported. I'm just saying they took it the way they carry it, and the amount of influencers in Cameroon who would use it on TikTok and do an amazing content for free, or Congolese or Gabonese who are doing that, is not the same as Cameroonians. Most Cameroonians, I mean the big ones, somebody who has gotten big would want you to give them something. And it's like, it's good content. If this content had come from another country and they were pushing it, you pick it up on your own.
Yep.
With asking. I don't know what's wrong with us. And I hate to say this because it's so superstitious, but I wonder sometimes like, are Cameroonians cursed? Because we really don't want to support our own. The way Nigerians carry their thing on their head, we don't do that.
I see it. So I know, because I'm out there looking at the stuff. I may be this but I go out there and I see where a thing comes where, for me, it's a matter of, once you see that content, I just hit like first. Then I even go to look at what it's all about. Just promote it, just push it. I don't know what it is that you want else to do. And I don't know whether they don't understand the whole algorithm thing, the whole trending thing, is it a deliberate reason to not do it? Are you not doing it on purpose, or are you just ignorant? What does it cost to just take that little click? Just stop. Like.
Yes.
You see, even the movies, they come out. By the time I watch, I'm a Niger movie, Nollywood fan too. By the time I find a movie to watch, they say it has been out 3 days. It's sitting there at 1 million views already. Because what's going on, people are getting on there and liking. So let us not get tired of encouraging, of saying, yeah, I have my own blogs and things too. You see people there, they are looking at the content, but subscribe, it's a problem. It's like pulling teeth. Hit the like button, like pulling teeth. Share, it's a different issue. And then when the scandal comes out, that's when you're like, pam, 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 and you're sharing all of that scandalous stuff. Help the person to grow. It doesn't take anything out from you. It's just a good thing you do to push talent, especially if you see talent like hers. The music is good. The message is 200% great. Why not? Why not support it? So I am not surprised at that comment, and it's a comment I happen to agree with. And I can only hope. I don't know what the solution is. You're asking about whether it's a curse. I hope not. I hope we're just not being lazy, and I don't know why it would be that way.
I think it's just identity. We need to us as the artists, and I'm doing my best, and so are all other artists. We just have to make them love. Like Nigerians did this by just saturating their country
and anybody was willing to listen.
And then promoting their identity, almost making it like you see how we proud of who we are. I mean, since that came, but Bamenda people have always been like that, and they're gonna tell me that they're not who is Bamenda people. I get it.
Right.
Northwesterners, particularly people with villages in Bamenda. That's what I'm saying. They have always been like that. I have to give them that prop, where it's always like they teach anybody that grows up there, they know their language.
Right.
Or even if they don't grow up there, they grow up in the city, their mom and dad are speaking if it's Bali, they are speaking that language to them. If it's Banso, that's how it is. So we have to embrace our identity as Cameroonians. We're beginning to do it too. We're new urban, maybe urban industry is a little fresh. So I hope that we get there. I don't want to say we're done for. We're getting there.
I don't think we are. And I think we've gone from, you see, there's a time when we were pretty much used to being first in Africa.
Yes.
Soccer was fantastic, and Makossa was it. And I think we took that for granted. Just, you know how when you're first, you just say, okay, you don't need to work any harder. Now it's a thing where the playing field has leveled up, so you need to step your game up too. It's not just going to happen to you as a matter of fact. We need to go on out there and push and promote and like and share and do what everybody else is doing to make the music, because it used to be Makossa back in the day. And then now Afrobeat has come and just swept the thing to the side. So I guess it's time for us to sit on back up and regain that identity and that pride in who we are. And so what are the future plans? So the future plans, you said you're going to just push the EP first because we have new content sitting there and waiting. And then so what about performances, shows? Are you planning any? This is the holiday season coming. I know you said you're really, really tired just coming in from Cameroon. Are you planning on going back there for Christmas? Are you going to be out here? If
I will be back there because I have more work to do. Performances, I do hope. I'm a festival artist, so festivals are not right now. I think festivals are like the July period. So hopefully, by then, I'll be able to do more. But I'm open, I'm available, and I'm always ready to hit the stage wherever they come.
All right. And how do people contact you? They just go find go on your Facebook page,
there is a business email on my Instagram and my Facebook, I believe. Yeah.
All right, where they can actually contact you if they have an occasion.
And there's also a business number.
Right.
They can contact from there.
Right. Any last word you have for your fans, listeners, viewers? What last word do you have for them before we close on down?
Yeah, no, thank you so much to everyone who was supported. I don't take it for granted again. I don't take it for granted, but Auntie Konjima is reminding me, just to be a little more content. I'm also looking at the next thing that I will do to be pushing. I'm still heavily promoting MON MARI, of course. So, but I appreciate you if you have shared this video, if you have, just share it with a friend. If you have liked or commented, it goes a long way. Like you're saying, like the algorithm is all about that. It picks up what people are sharing, what people are liking, what people are commenting.
It's trending. That's what the word trending means.
Yes, exactly. So I appreciate you if you have done that. You're the reason that it's over 500K views, and we're definitely gonna be hitting 1 million soon. It's not a small thing. I'm just, it's awesome. Thank you so much. and I cannot wait to do more. So just continue. And thank you to Auntie Monjimbo for hosting me. Always, I've been on Vosaworld Radio. You guys have supported me since the very beginning.
Right.
So to be back here at this point where it's like I'm actually feeling like we're getting somewhere.
You are. You are.
Not that I wasn't getting somewhere. It doesn't take a day to build that, but
Right.
I appreciate you, and I always appreciate you, Auntie Monjimbo.
My pleasure, my pleasure. And you know that we wish you the best of success. Every time we hear a new song, we're excited. We're like, okay, you are our baby.
Thank you.
Yes, so we're excited, and what we want to see you go far. We want to get to the point where we may have to actually feel the demand audience. Can we get to see her?
No, I'm always gonna be back here any day, anytime.
That warms my heart to hear that. So we wish you the very best. Go on out there, get some rest though. Get some rest in between.
I am. Today I woke up and I was like, oh, let me cook. I need to figure out. And then I thought to myself, like, I've been through hell. Of course, I stayed in bed almost to like 12. Like I got up, but I went back and laid down. And then I was feeling like I should get up and go and do it. And then I'm like, maybe I should just take it easy. I've done a lot this past 2 months. If I don't do anything this weekend, I should take it easy on myself. Yeah, and that's how I'm doing it.
Everybody remember, you can only give what you have. You have to keep a reservoir of strength and energy to be able to do that. And you remember that holiday season we talked about, Christmas, that's next month.
Yes.
All of that traveling and everything again, you need to go robust and ready.
Yes. I'm gonna not be able to. Yeah, it's the truth. I'm already feeling the effects of this up and down. Yeah.
Right. So take it easy, because we need you to continue to wow us with your ideas, with your thoughts, with your music, with your voice, all of that stuff. You're doing a good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right then.